Shalom, this is Shira Sherbo coming to you from the Jordan River. We took a ride today. The Jordan River is about 45 minutes from Sfat. So welcome to Torah for the Nations, and we're just going through the Torah portions. In this week's Torah portion, Abraham's wife Sarah has died, and he's looking to find a burial place for her. It just so happens that a couple weeks ago, I went to Hebron. I went to the place where Abraham and Sarah are buried. And so the Jordan River and Hebron, these are all amazing places that I'd love for you to come see us. We'll take you to these places, and the Torah can just become alive to you. We know that our Torah is not the Old Testament. There's so many practical takeaways, and so I'm going to give you my favorite one for this week's Torah portion. I know it's something that all parents can relate to. So there's a story of a young boy, and he wants his mother to give him a ride to his friend's house for a play date. And his mom says, well, you know, it's 5 o'clock, I'm making dinner, and you know how hard it is to get your sister in her car seat this time of day, you know, maybe another time. And she no sooner finishes talking when the phone rings. And the little boy listens in disbelief as his mother says, oh wow, Mazel Tov, wow, they had a girl? Sure, yeah, I can do that right now. I have something in my freezer I can take. And so he just watches in disbelief as his mother just stops everything and, you know, straps the baby in the car seat and goes across town to deliver this meal to a family that just had a baby. But one thing that we learn in our Torah portion is that what God sees as one of Abraham's best acts of kindness, even more so than his hospitality and the way that he treated strangers, was the way that he treated the one closest to him, his wife Sarah. Now you would think, you know, that's just a responsibility and an obligation that Abraham buried his wife, and so many times we can think that about those in our home. Well, this is not so glamorous. You know, these are just my responsibilities, my obligations as a parent to do these things. But you know, God, his emotional attribute of loving kindness is the one attribute that Abraham just epitomizes. And God calls it his craft or his trade. And he said that by doing this act of burying Sarah, that Abraham took over, he imitated God perfectly in his craft and his trade of loving kindness. And so what that tells us is that when we work on our kindness and we work on our skills to be givers, that it starts right at home. You know, our kids are people too, and they have needs. And it's not so glamorous. It's easier to want to go out and do things outside the home where there's more affirmations and honor and recognition. And sometimes it just seems so glamorless, and to just do things, you know, picking up your kids from soccer practice, helping them with homework, whatever we're doing. But according to what our sages say that God said about Abraham is that kindness, true kindness, begins at home. So that's our message of the week. Let's work on imitating Abraham, who imitated God in that craft of showing loving kindness to others, and it all started right there in his own home. All right, hope to see you soon. Have a great week. Shabbat Shalom. Bye for now.